Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. We ready?
Ready spaghetti sauce.
Let's do it. Let me share our little open thing and let's do it.
Now, the Wicked Fast Podcast with Longboy and Timmy G.
Hey, this is Dale Jr.
Hey, this is Jeff Gordon.
Hey, this is William Byron.
Hey, it's Ryan Blaney.
You're listening to the
Wicked Fast Podcast.
I tried a little more New England.
Wicked Fast.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, this is the Wicked Fast Podcast.
Now, is there anyone out there who wants to go fast? Anybody?
I want to go fast.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah!
Yeah. All right. Wicked Fast Podcast, episode 283. Coming at you. Brian Bell here.
Timmy G over here. What's up? How we doing?
And welcome in. And of course, you can find us on the social medias at Wicked Fast PDCST on X, Twitter, and pretty much everywhere else. It's at Wicked Fast Podcast, including our new YouTube channel where you can subscribe and get the latest video podcasts that we're going to put up there. So make sure you subscribe and click a like there. But Instagram, Facebook Live, you can find us anywhere. Shoot us a note, say, hey, we'll update all of the fantasy league standings coming up. And of course, we've got a big, we had a big cutoff. We lost our intro is getting shorter as I've cut drivers out of the intro. Yeah. We're down to only 2 guys left in the 8 that we've had on the show here that we've gotten liners from. So
don't like that.
No. So what did you think there, Timmy G, of the big Roval?
Well, I mean, congrats to AJ Allmendinger. Who doesn't love a good underdog story, right? I think we're all suckers for those, right?
I don't know. Is he an underdog, Dinger the Ringer? They bring him in to win the road courses. I mean,
well, I mean, for a guy who's doing, who lost a ride, got his ride back, small team.
He's been running full time this year, so that was good.
But
so it was nice to see.
Your point, he's had 3 wins in his career, and all 3 are on road courses. So I guess he's an underdog in the road course. Maybe a team underdog.
Yes, absolutely.
And I did enjoy seeing him team
running up into the stands. That was pretty cool.
No, that was awesome.
I mean, how can you? Of course, maybe this is just me, but if I don't get the spilling of drinks as a celebration, when he dumped like a Gatorade or something over his head and sprayed everyone in the
It was
area.
Probably Celsius. Are you a Celsius guy?
It could be. I have not had the Celsius.
One of my coworkers is obsessed with Celsius. Like
I'm a Fahrenheit guy.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand Celsius.
Yeah. I don't want to laugh. I'm not going to laugh. Not going to laugh.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I could have said
Here's
Kelvin.
The thing. There is someone,
Kelvin, but
there is someone listening to this right now going, Fahrenheit. I've never heard of that before as a joke.
Anyway.
No, but I mean, he definitely, once he took the lead over, I mean, Blaney led for what, the final 5 laps or 5 of the final 45 laps or something. And then AJ Allmendinger just led the rest. And I mean, he has to be pretty thankful that pit road strategy helped out because Chase Elliott was going to win that race.
My fantasy team took a hit on that damn pit road strategy mess up with the caution right at it was a mess.
Yeah, it was pretty bad for me as well. But
I guess, it actually affected Chase, but it affected my fantasy team. And that's
it didn't affect Chase too much.
Deal to me.
His run was so good. He's now 3rd in the owner standings, which technically means the 9 car has been the 3rd best car all season, which no. And I'll even say that, but like, it's just crazy how that works out. But yeah, I mean, I'm just happy for Colleague Racing because, you look at someone like Front Row Motorsports and Michael McDowell and now RFK, all these kind of smaller teams are really, are they going toe to toe, race for race? No, but the fact that they can still win races, I think is really, really cool. But yeah, it definitely was it was a weird weekend. You think about like Kyle Larson, how he crashed at practice and then not a great look for someone who was not too many points above the cut line and then got a bunch of stage points, finished 13th and made the cut. And then you look like someone like Brad Kay, who just 0 stage points, and that sucked. and he finished 18th. Bubba, 0 stage points, but had an opportunity. Wait, did Bubba get 0? No, Bubba finished second
got a couple
in stage
points.
1. Yeah, he got a couple stage points, just wasn't good enough.
No.
And then, you look at him, and did that strategy work out for him this time? Maybe it was the right strategy this time, but it just didn't work out because he qualified very well. I mean, 2311 had the front 2 spots after qualifying. So they clearly had good cars to beat. Tyler Reddick led a majority of the race, and then that pit road strategy just screwed so many people over.
Yeah, that was such a mess. And it came at such a horrible time because I'm like, all right, who the heck? That's why I was on my fantasy team. I was this close to putting race leader Chase Elliott in the garage for Chris Buescher. I left Buescher there, and then Buescher comes back and has a great run. And Chase actually ended up in the top 10, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason why you wouldn't do that is because, like, even if Chase finished, let's say, 19th and got 18 points, for example, if he wins that stage, it's really 28 points, and that's still a pretty solid finish in the world of fantasy.
Yeah.
Maybe not actual race wise, but fantasy wise, definitely.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean,
so close.
Yeah, Kyle Busch, what a run!
An amazing run, which I did not expect.
Had 3 stage points, finished 3rd, and he still missed the cut by 30 points.
Yeah.
He was in a,
win
all or nothing.
He really was.
Yeah, he really was. But Chris Buescher hung on. Tyler Reddick moved past Brad Kay, obviously, because Tyler Reddick is obviously very good at road courses. But yeah. Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Busch. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yep.
But I will say this over and over again. The Roval has to stay.
It was fun.
I love the new start finish line, or the restart zone. I love that. I also love how they timed it in qualifying as well, where it was in the middle of 3 and 4. That's where your timing started. I love that as well. So I like that NASCAR realizes they do have something good in the Roval. If you want to argue the Indy road course isn't that great, we all enjoy Watkins Glen. Sonoma is obviously going to stay, but any other road course you can have an argument. But the Roval has to stay.
Yeah,
there's too much going on. I know it probably hurts attendance wise for NASCAR because road courses are tough to see for fans in person, right? I mean, up in the hill, up in New Hampshire, we'd probably have a pretty good view if they didn't use where we actually parked the RVs.
Yeah, because it would be actually in the middle of the road course, so that would be a great view.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic.
If we could stay there, make sure we're off the roadway.
Yeah,
we're on the grass. We'll be fine.
I think that'd be great. But no, the Roval has to stay. It's too much of a bleep show. Now, if you want to argue, should there be back-to-back bleep shows in one round, and then you like this next round coming up, it's just Homestead in Las Vegas?
Yeah, it's like
okay, sure.
Yeah,
we can have that conversation if you don't want back-to-back bleep shows, but the Roval has to stay.
Yeah,
it just
agrees.
Works.
Yeah.
Now Roval in April, May, June.
No. Yeah, this is when it, and I feel like they're getting pretty good at it now too. I mean, they're having a good time with it.
No, teams now. I mean, you saw the strategy behind it. I mean, one of the craziest things was in that first stage when Christopher Bell was leading the race or was in second, but because he had such a big gap, they brought him in, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he actually came out 5th.
Yeah,
and like you think about that strategy, any other time, you're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking? And it actually works. So now that there's so much strategy behind it, I love it. But why wasn't Dale Jr. on the broadcast? Or was he? And Jeff Burton just took up a majority of the chat.
He was there, wasn't he?
I don't think he was. And if he did, I barely heard him.
I don't know, because I was flipping. I kind of just had it on in the other room, so I didn't really notice.
I'm gonna see if they NBC.
Now Dale Jr. has like a big meet and greet thing this weekend in Vegas.
Yeah, so every single time there's a race, they always say Dale Jr. can on the NBC Sports NASCAR website, and there's nothing. I really and truly think he wasn't there.
That's weird. I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
You got it.
Dale Jr. misses Roval Cup Series race due to fever. He was sick.
Oh, no kidding.
All right. See, I knew I wasn't crazy.
Okay, so you're not crazy.
But our best to Dale Jr. Hopefully feels better. I saw
He just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Dale.
and I saw that clip. Did you ever watch the Dale Jr. download when Kenny Schrader went on?
I saw some clips of it.
Do you ever see that like letter that he like read to him, like face to face? Now, for those of you that are like, who the hell is Kenny Schrader? Kenny Schrader's an old school Cup Series driver. And he was the individual that crashed into the side of Dale Sr. at Daytona when he passed away and actually saw the injuries that Dale Sr. had and has never told anyone about it, not even Dale Jr. And if you ever have the clip, just type in, or if you ever want to watch the clip, Dale Jr. download Kenny Schrader. I think it's SCHARDER or something along those lines. And he writes a letter to him, and Dale Jr. writes a letter to Kenny Schrader and says it face to face to him. And it is a tearjerker, even if you don't like NASCAR. But Dale Jr. respects the fact that Kenny Schrader has never told anyone about what he saw.
Yeah.
Which is insane to have that like on your shoulders. But yeah, hopefully Dale Jr. is feeling better.
Yeah. And I think you can still get tickets for his meet and greet in Vegas. Ah, man, what a weekend to be in Vegas. Patriots are there. They're going to lose. And then the racing's there. Boy,
and we're all going to lose because we have to watch the Vegas race.
Yep.
Sorry, that was rude.
Yep.
But appropriate. Hold on. I want to know how much this meet and greet is.
Oh, really? You looking it up?
Yeah.
Dirty Mo.
Westgate Resorts is thrilled to collaborate with Dirty Mo to Westgate Sports and Entertainment. Of course, is place.
Not from
all right. VIP getaway includes a 6-day, 5-night stay in a signature room at Westgate Las Vegas Resort Casino. 2 dirty tickets to Dirty Mo Live, Dale Jr. and friends in Vegas. VIP seating and a commemorative gift. You'll receive 2 grandstand tickets to the Cup Series race and transportation to and from for only $9.95 for the pair.
Wow, that's not bad. Sounds like
That's
a deal.
That's actually a really good deal.
Right?
You stay in Vegas for 5 nights, you get 2 NASCAR tickets, and you get to meet Dale Jr., and it's a total of $9.95, so it's basically like $500 a person.
Not bad.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh, here's the catch. Here's
Here
the
we
catch.
go. Here's the other one. 6 days, 5 nights, front row for the little show. Just not VIP tickets, front row. A one-on-one meet and greet with Dale, plus an autograph gift from Dale. You'll receive 2 tickets for private food and beverages in a suite, plus 2 race scanners and transportation back and forth.
Okay.
$2,000 a couple.
But still, so it's just twice as much. I mean, but that's still not bad.
So it's $1,000. You get to sit front row. You get to meet one-on-one with Dale. You get an autograph from Dale. You get 2 scanners.
I'd do that.
I'd do that. Hopefully that's available in 2025 for the Daytona 500. Because that's what I'm doing for my 40th. All right. Fantasy standing, round of 8. Should we dive into it?
Yes. Let's do it.
All right. Well, while Brian pulls this up, I'll do some quick little notes before we give you a preview of the round of 8, because that's what we've been doing for as long as we've been doing this podcast. So the round of 8 this weekend, we're going to Las Vegas. The following weekend, we're going down to Florida to Homestead, and then we're going to Martinsville. We race at Vegas and Martinsville twice a year, and Homestead only once. So earlier this year, William Byron won at Las Vegas, and Kyle Larson won at Martinsville. So here are the standings. William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Kenny Schrader.
Kenny Larson.
Yeah, Kyle Larson. Imagine if his name was Kenny. It would actually fit with his height.
Yeah.
And Kyle Larson, those are your top 4. Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Blaney. They're currently below the cut. Byron's plus 20, MTJ's plus 14, Denny's plus 11, Kyle Larson's plus 3. Buescher's 3 points behind Kyle Larson. Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick are both -8, and Ryan Blaney is -10.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep going, or do you want to bring up fantasy?
Yeah, let's finish this out, and then we'll hit fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be a good idea to try and get a ballpark to see where each driver's been during the first 6 races of the playoffs. Because
okay.
this is, a momentum-filled sport, right? So far, we've had 6 different winners in all 6 races. We haven't had back-to-back winners yet, and 5 out of the 6 have won. Or I'm sorry, 5 out of the 6 that have won are playoff drivers, and 5 of them are still available.
Oh, okay.
And those 5 are, any guesses?
William Byron.
Yep.
That's all I got. Well, let's see.
Your boy
Byron
Blaney. Yep.
Let me
Tyler
look at
Reddick.
Denny
Tyler Hamlin.
Reddick. Denny. Yeah, there you go. I'm looking at the picture down at the bottom of our screen right now. And Chris Buescher.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like MTJ is probably the coldest out of that whole group.
Oh, wait until you hear this stat, or if you
really?
want to read, unless you want to read down and just finish yourself. Everyone just watch Brian's face drop. All right. So William Byron and Denny Hamlin have finished in the top 5 in 4 out of the 6 playoff races so far. William Byron is the only driver with 5 top 10 finishes. Hamlin has 4. Larson, Buescher, Bell, and Reddick each have 3.
Okay.
William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher. They have all averaged a top 12 finish or better in the playoffs so far.
Okay.
Ryan Blaney is at 14. And are you ready for this? Martin Truex Jr. has not finished in the top 15 in any of the playoff races. Martin Truex Jr. has the 25th best average finish in the circuit for the last 6 races at 21.3. But because of regular season standings in playoff points and all that, he's currently second in the round of 8.
It's crazy.
Martin Truex Jr. has only scored 106 points so far in the playoffs. 106. Drivers who have scored better than him, just to name a few.
All of them.
Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Chase Briscoe, Corey LaJoie, and Eric Amarola. Not great, Bob. Okay.
Not a great.
So before we wrap this up, before we talk to about fantasy, here are some fantasy stats about the tracks that are remaining. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Homestead and Vegas each 1.5 mile tracks, and then obviously Martinsville is a short track, as we all know, right?
Yeah.
So here are the last 8 races, round of 8 races, creativity.
See what you did
for the last 8 1.5 mile tracks. William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Brad Kay, Christopher Bell, the top 5 in points. 6, 7, and 8, Larson, Reddick, and Martin Truex Jr. So a lot of playoff guys there.
Yeah.
William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Blaney are your winners. The only multiple-time winner is William Byron. William Byron has 5 top 5 finishes. Kyle Larson and Bubba have 4 each.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Brad Kay, Denny Hamlin, William Byron are the only guys who have finished on average in the top 10. For short tracks, which is technically really the last 2 races when you think about it.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick. Those are the top 5 in points. Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, and Kyle Larson each have 2 wins here. Or not here, but at short tracks.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick have the other 2 wins. And so obviously this goes back to last year because Kevin Harvick has not won this year. Christopher Bell has finished in the top 5 6 out of the last 8 short track races. Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin have 5 each. Kyle Larson has 3 poles. So this is a William Byron, Kyle Larson round.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I think they'll split the first 2.
Interesting.
I don't know which one's going to be each. I'll figure that out at the end of the podcast, but I think
bet them both.
I think they're going to split.
Yeah. I feel like this championship at this point is William Byron's to lose. I think he's been the most consistent performer in these playoffs, and he's been
everything you said is spot on. I mean, when you look, if you just look at like the regular season standings, come on. I mean, this is come on, internet. This is our 32nd This is our 32nd race. He's finished in the top 10 18 times, which is more than any other driver. He has finished in the top 5 13 times, which ties Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Most wins with 6.
And I feel like he's just
and
always
has the
been
most
right there.
stage wins and has the most stage wins, which is why he's in first place with all those playoff points. So
it's really incredible. He's been having a good run. So let's see.
It's
and it
wild.
sounds like he can continue it in this round. So we'll see what he does there.
Oh yeah,
Let
absolutely.
me pull up the fantasy screen popping up here.
Oh, whoops.
What's up?
I won.
Oh, look at that. Hey, you won. That's great. All right. Timmy G with the win.
Yep.
So good job. Good job to you.
Thanks so much.
Where
are you?
Resize us. Oh, yeah, I'm way down there.
What happened?
You know, it's interesting.
Did
I
you
think I
leave
had that
anyone
bad of
in
a-
said garage?
Well, I had Chris Buescher in the garage.
Yeah,
So
but
here's
didn't he
my-
only get like 30 some odd points or something? I bet you he didn't get that many points. 11th overall and Blaney was 16th. Okay, so 5
Yeah.
additional points.
only 5 points
Which
in the
for
garage.
you is a win.
But
Oh, there we go.
miss.
So
3
you
big misses on
so
the bonus
35
points.
points you left on the board.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So
Can you go to my lineup real quick?
And
I just
you know
did
what
I
was
get
interesting?
all 4 right because I think I've gone back to back weeks with all 4 right.
Well, you know how I sometimes I second guess myself on race day.
Oh God, what did you do?
I dropped William Byron and Kyle Busch from my lineup.
Oh God.
So that
Folks, this is actually a really good look into what Brian can do for the last 4 races.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah,
Here's your
interesting.
lineup.
I crushed it.
Okay. Yeah, look at that. I mean, and you could have done better. Look at if you dropped Martin Truex Jr.
Well, the only reason
and
why I
had
did that
Joey
was
Logano
because
in.
Joey Logano was like 20th after all the pit road stuff so
Yeah. So our overall standings in our Wicked Fast Podcast Fantasy
NASCAR
League.
guy's still in the lead, but by how
NASCAR
many?
guy's
Because
in the lead.
he is. I mean, we like Nate. He's a great guy, but he has not done well in these playoffs.
No, he's having a rough playoff. Left turn for days, just 6 points behind him. And you're double jump.
I'm coming.
But
I'm coming for the
but
podium.
let's go. But here are the playoff standings. Boom. Timmy G out front in the playoffs
That's right.
by
And I
11 points over the double jump.
And I'm
So that's
very
good.
excited to curse myself with how I'm going to say this, and I have no
Yeah.
problem saying it. I can still use William Byron and Denny Hamlin for every race the rest of the way.
Well, that's pretty good.
I'm very excited about that.
That's pretty good. That's some good team management
The
right
fact
there.
the fact that I'm in first and still have only used William Byron and Denny Hamlin once.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty good.
I'm thrilled. Risk taking on
Nice.
its finest.
Yeah, very nice.
All right.
Very nice.
Some
strong.
quick news and notes. All one shocking, 2 good. The first is Sheldon Creed, one of the better Xfinity guys. He's been driving the number 2 RCR Xfinity car, currently 7th in the round of 8 for the Xfinity playoffs, is not coming back. RCR announced that they are not re-signing him, which is very weird. I feel like he relates a lot to like the iRacing crowd. He just kind of looks, doesn't
Like a
look like an
Sheldon?
Yeah. Yes, he literally looks like,
You don't see many Sheldons these days. That's all.
No, you don't. That is confirmed.
And Creed, great band.
Hello, my friend.
I'll take you high.
Great song.
Anyway, yeah.
That's the best part about Creed. Everyone sounds equally as bad.
Yeah. It is,
Whether it's you, it's me, it's Sheldon Creed, whatever the case may be.
Whether it's the actual band. Yeah. Anyway.
I just love some of the memes that are built, like some of the golf ones. It's like you hit 2 drives in a row that are really good, and then you have a big slice, and then you just see the Creed guy pop up. Hello, my friend, I've missed you. Just like stupid shit like that. I hate the internet. All right. Carson, I can never pronounce it. Hocevar? Okay, great. Carson Hocevar is going to be signing with Spire Motorsports, which I think is a great deal because he's actually done really, really well for Legacy Motor Club since he's taken over for Noah Gragson. So I think that's a great little signing. He's only 20 years old. He's about 8 feet tall and he weighs about 12 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a stick.
Yeah, he is the definition. He has to be I know this isn't really saying much in NASCAR, but he has to be the tallest guy in the series.
Yeah.
He has to be by like a long shot. But you figure with Spire Motorsports buying, Kyle Busch Motorsports as well, new facility, how involved Corey LaJoie is. You could call Corey LaJoie a veteran, right?
Yeah.
He's been around for a while. So a young talent like this heading into the mix, I think Spire is just on its way up. And hopefully it works out for them. They're going to win next season. And then some Hall of Fame news. NASCAR Hall of Famer Matt Kenseth. He's back, but not driving. He is now going to be the competition advisor for Legacy Motor Club. Jimmy Johnson, Rich Petty, that whole squad. Yep. So he will now be involved. So Matt Kenseth back in the sport. You love to see that.
Cool.
All right. And let's go to our least favorite track because they broke our hearts. We'll never forget Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I will forever be angry about this until the day I die.
You took New Hampshire second race.
Yeah. How dare you? I loved wearing hoodies and shorts while watching the race. It was the best.
Yeah. Although,
and it made you drink more.
One. Yeah. It hasn't stopped raining every weekend around here. So at least,
I would rather sit up in the rain in September and been cold, naked, and alone than have to watch Las Vegas race.
I know.
And you would drink a little bit more on Animal Hill on Saturdays.
Would be a good trip. Would be a good trip right now with Patriots and NASCAR out there. That'd be pretty good. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I thought about it, but
I know
it's busy season. All right.
I just want to go to the Sphere. That place looks insane.
Did you see the article that came out yesterday? Speaking of the Sphere,
no.
What the 1 day cost for marketing is?
No.
$450,000 for 1 day of marketing.
To put something up on the Sphere on the outside.
Yeah,
of
so
that
like
building?
when NSYNC released the Troll song thing, that cost that.
Yep. Or Monday Night Football put it up on there.
$450,000.
Wow.
And for a week, $650,000.
Oh, that seems like a deal, actually.
A steal.
Yeah. May as well make it the whole week.
But I'm not a big U2 guy, and I've never done drugs before.
They're a band I'd like to see, but I'd like to see them like 30 years ago. So
yeah,
I'm going to need a flux capacitor.
I would take a drug and go see U2 to be in that thing and be like, whoa. Like, it's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
The best footage I saw of the U2 thing was there's this drone company and they did a drone fly down on the interior. Woo-hoo! It was pretty crazy.
It was pretty crazy. Folks, this is how bad the Las Vegas race is that we're actually more excited about the Sphere than the Vegas.
Yeah. Well, figured we'd talk about something good in Vegas. All right. So now the race. Now the race. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. See you next week. All right. The South Point Hotel and Casino 400 Sunday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. on NBC. Practice and qualifying will be at 12:35 on Saturday on the USA Network. All right. Last time we were here, screamed Hendrick headlines. Hendrick headlines.
Thank you. We found out the reason why Chase Elliott broke his tibia.
Yeah.
Which was in Colorado while snowboarding. William Byron finished first. Kyle Larson finished second. Alex Bowman finished third.
Yeah.
So big week for Hendrick. And then, even though William Byron led 176 laps, Toyota was like, hey, hold our beer or our Fat Tuesday margarita that we got on the strip. Bubba Wallace, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, and Denny Hamlin all finished in the top 11, including Bubba fourth, Christopher Bell fifth. So Ford probably lost all their money gambling, but
yeah. And now that Bubba's out, look for him to have a great race.
Oh, Bubba Wallace is 1,000% going to be my garage driver this week.
Yeah. Pressure
no questions
off.
asked.
Here we go.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take that risk. All right.
Yep.
But like we've previously mentioned, kind of a boring race because the first actual caution before any stage came out was at lap 183 when Kyle Busch, Brad Kay, and Joey Logano thought you could do 3 wide in Las Vegas. You can't do it. All right. The playoff race last year.
Yeah.
Joey Logano won the race. Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney won the stages, which would be very good for Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney since they're below the cut line right now. Denny Hamlin was 5th, Tyler Reddick 6th, Martin Truex Jr. 7th, William Byron 13th, Chris Buescher 15th, Blaney finished 28th, and Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson both had issues with their car and finished 34th and 35th. Not ideal. All right. So I did the last 3 races for fantasy. At Las Vegas, because that's basically all 3 races that we've had of the next gen car.
Right.
William Byron, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman are your winners. William Byron, Ross Chastain, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, and Kyle Busch. Those are your top 5 in fantasy points. Now remember, this is fantasy points, not race points, fantasy points.
Right.
Keep it.
Right.
That also includes the little matchups.
Okay.
Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Alex Bowman have finished in the top 5 2 out of the 3 times here.
Okay.
And I promise you, none of you have used Alex Bowman yet in the playoffs. Maybe last week, but not since or before. But here's the thing. We were bashing Martin Truex Jr., right? Martin Truex Jr. is the only driver in the last 3 races that have finished in the top 10.
He could use it.
He could use it. Kyle Larson is the only driver to have 10 or more top 10 finishes in the last 14 races here.
Oh.
Alex Bowman does have the best average finish, but remember, he missed a race because of his concussion.
Right.
And in the 2 races that he has raced, he has finished average 2nd place. He's won and has come in 3rd place.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Best
average finish within the top 10, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Tyler Reddick. Not the best track for Chris Buescher. 0 top 5 finishes, 0 top 10s, average finish of 18th. But Ryan Blaney said, don't worry, I gotcha. I have finished 13th, 28th, and 26th since the next gen car at Las Vegas.
Ooh, not good. Not good.
But then we also got to keep an eye out for Joey Logano. He's won 3 times here since 2019. That's for those of you that want to do math at home. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's won basically.
Who do
half
we
the races.
appreciate?
Joey Logano. Now, as I was doing my research, I have some old school quick trivia for Brian Bell.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Just because I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Especially the second one, because I would have never guessed it. All right. Who won the first ever race at Las Vegas?
Kurt Busch.
Mark Martin.
Oh, okay.
And then who was the only driver, the first and only driver to win driving a Dodge at Las Vegas? If you get this one right, Brian, incredible content on your end.
Casey Kane.
Sterling Marlin.
Oh man.
Like who would have thought of that, right?
That is, that's okay.
Yep.
Boy. All right. Well, you want some matchups? Here are your bonus matchups for fantasy this week.
Okay.
At Vegas.
Can I ask a question though before we begin?
Yeah.
Please tell me, because you don't have to be a genius. There's 8 drivers. There's 4 matchups. 4 times 2 is 8. Please tell me that they did the right thing and put all of them in there.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Now,
who'd they match up, Timmy G?
Now, what would have been fun for everyone is if they did it 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. So that would mean the first matchup would be William Byron versus Ryan Blaney.
Nope.
Okay.
Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney is your first matchup.
Okay. And then is the next one Chris Busch versus Christopher Bell?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So then is it William Byron versus Martin Truex Jr., then Denny Hamlin versus Christopher Bell?
Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson. Yes.
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
yes.
Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson. Okay.
Yep.
So it's literally William Byron versus Martin Truex Jr., the first 2 guys.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, they just said, hey, let us make up for 4 or 5 really bad weeks
Yeah.
and crush this. All right, great. I was nervous they were going to put Joey Logano in there, as they should, or Alex Bowman, as they should. But
Yeah.
I'm glad they put all 8.
Top 8. There you
And
go.
I hope it's like that for the rest of this round, but just different matchups.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I see you. Yeah. All right. So who you think? Who you got?
I'm going to say one driver and it's going to be the other, but it's going to be the same team. So I'm going to say Kyle Larson. You're going to say William.
I'm going to say William Byron. All
Okay,
right.
great.
There we go. Good.
So 283 in the books. Thanks for coming out,
Boom.
everybody.
You can always find us on the social medias at Wicked Fast PDCST on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And then pretty much everywhere else at Wicked Fast Podcast. Check out the Wicked Fast Podcast YouTube channel. Please give it a like, subscribe. Then you'll get a little ding when we post up a new video. And that'd be great. Give them a like because, every little bit helps. And maybe we'll see. Next week, we could be broadcasting from the brand new Big Night Studios, podcast studios, right? Is this what I'm hearing?
Yeah, the hope, dream, and passion is that next week at 11 a.m., hopefully, if not 11:30, we will be broadcasting from the brand new Big Night Media podcast studio right next to TD Garden, right across from the Shaw Supermarket next to Big Night Live. There's also a card vault there that Big Night is partners with. It's a sports card store. There's one down at Patriot Place. There's one down at Foxwoods Resort Casino. This will be the third store that they're opening, but any type of card you can imagine, NASCAR, Pokemon, basketball, football. So whatever the case may be, you could literally come and watch us live. It's like the Today Show. People can see in. We'll have a big TV behind us. We'll be doing face-to-face podcasting probably for the first time since 2020.
Well, we did get one. We did get one in the Big Night Studios.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That was about,
Yeah. But I would say this would be our first really like official podcast together, probably since the Daytona 500 in 2020.
Yeah. Ooh, it's been a while.
So, if
that'll
you
be
thought
cool.
this was electric with us floating.
Yes, I know. With the floating heads of us. But yeah, and check out all the fine podcasts that Big Night Media has there as well. And thanks to them. And download your WinBet app, get some free bets, put in $20, and there you go. Is that it?
That's it. Thanks so much for listening as always.
Okay, bye.
Bye.